Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I know I'm the first presentation of the day, nice and early, and it's a nice kind of rainy morning, I suppose. But yes, I'm here to talk about some social media. As Brian said, I'm with Visit Omaha. We are the Omaha Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I've been there for almost 6 years. My presentation this morning is something I put together specifically for this event. So hopefully it's tailored to what you're looking for. And even if you're tuning in and you have a pretty good handle on social media, I hope you'll find some refreshers in this presentation too. So whether you're a beginner or think you're pretty good at social media, I hope you walk away with some new information. And so I do have a presentation set up, but I will be exiting the presentation once in a while so I can kind of in real time show you a few things on the platforms. And that said, or that being said, I will be demonstrating from a desktop instead of a mobile device. So there might be small differences, but overall you should get a good idea of what I'm talking about. And so I'll go ahead and share my screen now. Okay, so there we go. Okay, foundational social media. The basics to growing your business using a free resource. Let's get started. Okay, what if I told you there was a resource available which allows you to instantly promote your business, reach thousands of people, receive immediate feedback on a product or service, and connect directly with your customers or potential customers? You're probably guessing, okay, you know what it is. It's social media. And if you're not active on social media, it's not too late to get in the game. But I will say, in this day and age, if you're not on social media, it is time to get on there. However, it does present a tremendous opportunity of benefit to your business to have an active social presence. So hopefully today you'll walk away inspired and ready to get active on social media if you aren't already. In this session, I will share with you basics for 4 major social platforms. We'll cover Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And for each of those platforms, I will provide profile pointers, go review the post types. We'll also go over optimal image dimensions, and I'll offer tips as well for each platform. In addition to that, we'll cover the anatomy of a post, media that grabs attention, content ideas, insights that matter, and lastly, just to wrap it all up, tips for social media success. Yes, this is a lot of information. I hope you have a pen and paper or a Word document open, but I know this will be recorded, so you can always go back and rewatch the session too. All right, social media is about creating and building connections. It's a unique opportunity to have those one-on-one connections with not only existing customers, but businesses and partners in your industry, as well as potential customers. It's also about sharing your brand's or business's story. You get to dictate what your message is. And also engagement. It can be easy to forget the social in social media. And so we'll go ahead and just get right to it, Facebook. Now, if you do have a presence on social media, Facebook is probably where you are if you are nowhere else. And I think the first thing we need to do here is perfect your profile. Do these right now. And you'll find that a lot of these are the same ingredients for all of the other platforms too. A profile picture. You'll want a professional logo or an image that represents your business. I go with the logo. If you don't have that, you can use something else, again, that represents your business. For Facebook, a cover photo or video. I will pop out of here, by the way, after I cover these and show you where these items are on Facebook. So a cover photo or video. And this space is great because it gives people a better sense of your business beyond just your profile photo. For the content you use in this area, be sure that it's owned material. I would not suggest using stock images. If you don't have photos of your business, grab your smartphone and take a few photos. And as far as image sizing, you do not need any fancy software to get the correct dimensions for your images. If you're using a PC or a Mac, it's easy to find just a generic Photos app and resize those images. And we'll go over image dimensions, optimal image sizes later on. And then the third thing is the About section. Description, categories, contact, location, basically anything in this section you want to be sure is updated. So I'm going to pop out of here and just go to Facebook and show you what I'm talking about. And again, before you do anything else, just be sure that these items are updated. So it's thinking here, here we go. All right, so I will pop over to Visit Omaha. As you see, I have a few other pages here. We also operate Omaha Restaurant Week and Bob the Bridge. And it's thinking. Okay, so to update your profile photo, just click this. And again, I suggest a logo. As you can see, this isn't optimally sized for this space, this video. So this needs to be updated. But I love that Facebook allows you to insert a video too. And so to edit that, you can choose from your photos or videos, but photo or video is great for this spot. And to update your About info, go to Page Settings down here, and then Page Info. You've got the general information. Be sure you have a description in there. Describe your business. Be concise. Categories. Contact information. If you have all three, phone number, email, website, that's great. So you can see this is actually the address for our visitor center, which is down in the Old Market. Be sure you have your location info and your hours. Have those updated. Oftentimes, people will go straight to Facebook to find this information about your business, and you'll want to ensure it's up to date because a lot of people don't want to pick up the phone anymore to call. They want to go straight to Facebook and find those important details. All right, we'll hop back to the presentation here. Okay. All right, popular types of posts on Facebook. We have a photo or video post. And this is pretty basic. You do your caption up here, and then you pop in a photo. And here's a beautiful picture of Bob. A photo album. This is simply a collection of images. And this, I just did a simple list here, ideas for outdoor fun this weekend. I hit 3 items and included a photo for each. This is one of my favorite types of posts. I find it to be visually appealing, and you can also include further information within each photo. You can include a caption with this photo, and this one as well. Another type of Facebook post is a link. You include your caption and then you put in a web address, and it will populate this area with a photo and then information down here. I will say I have not found this type of post to be the best performing, but I know Facebook appreciates a variety of posts. So once in a while, maybe 1 out of every 20 posts, I make a link type of post. And then you have your basic text or status post. Similar to the link post, I use these very sparingly. Maybe 2% of the time, I will do a plain text or status post. I usually recommend including media with all social posts. However, once in a while, if you're just asking a basic question, and Facebook has done a great job recently of allowing these items to stand out with different backgrounds. I'll show you in the next. There we go. What's the best meal you've had since March? I just thought, hey, I want just a question. I want it to be big and bold, and it works for this. It had great engagement, just a question. It didn't need a photo. And this was under our Omaha Restaurant Week brand. But if you just have a basic question to ask, this is a great way to do it. And then media dimensions for visually appealing posts. Now, these do change over time. I have a link at the end of my presentation to a page by Sprout, which is a social platform that keeps an up-to-date list of all of the optimal sizes, because these platforms are constantly changing, especially Facebook. But as of right now, these are the optimal sizes for your profile picture, your cover photo, an image, just a regular image you'll pop into a post, and then an event image size, and then also a video size. And just a note that the maximum time for a video on Facebook is 240 minutes. I doubt you'll have to worry about that, but Facebook does favor long form videos. So again, I have a link at the end of my presentation that includes all of the sizes for any type of media you want to include on the major platforms. Some tips for Facebook. Add a button. And I'll go ahead and pop out after I review these to go over them real quickly. Find your pages feed. You'll want to remember to engage with the people that you're following, and this will easily let you see their latest posts. Pin a popular or important post to your Facebook page. Okay, so let's pop out and I'll show you where you can add a button. So I'm just going to go back to the front here. Main page, a little slow. Our button is actually, it goes to a sign up for our newsletter, but there are so many options. So let's go to edit button and I'll show you a few of them. This is a great thing to take advantage of. You see it right away when you go to your Facebook page. You have a book now link, contact us, and this will send people over to your website. Send a message, learn more, and that a lot of this will go to your main website. And then the next thing is the pages feed. So a few years ago, or up until a couple years ago, actually, Facebook had a button that would just take you to the pages feed, but then it went away. And so I had to do a little research to find out how I could get that link back, because I want to see the posts of the pages that I'm following. And now that I say that, I'm wondering if I should show you how to follow a page. I'm just going to, let's see here. Okay, this is a new, I'm kind of going off here real quickly. This is a new place in Council Bluffs, Wendy's Kitchen Boutique. And so you have the option to like this as your page. I guess I liked it personally. Maybe I can't. Let's see here. Here we go. So under, you just click this and then like as your page. And then you can select your page and then like it, not just personally, but as your page, in case some of you didn't know that. So I'll head back to the front of the page here. And where were we? Pages feed. So I'm going to copy this, pages_feed, and go to my main page. So up here, I have facebook.com/visitomaha/pagesfeed. Pop that in, and that'll take me to the page to view the posts from all the pages that I'm following. I'm not sure why Facebook took this option away, because you certainly want to engage with these pages as your business. But yeah, that's probably more of a hack than a tip. And then pin a popular or important post. So I will once again go back to my main page here. Okay. Loading. Okay. So I'm trying to find a good post we've had recently. Okay, right now we have a giveaway going for Omaha. This one didn't get too much traction, unfortunately. So I kind of want to push this out. I'm going to click those 3 dots there and go to pin to top of page. So when somebody visits our page directly, they will see that post at the top. And so I'll go ahead and reload and you'll see it pinned at the top. And so it's just a great way to showcase an important post or a message that you'd like people to see. I saw this used a lot beginning in March when people, especially with restaurants, regarding their status and when they reopened, or if they were only offering takeout, or when the dining area opened later on. All right, let's head back to the presentation. Sorry, click through this again. All right, that's it for Facebook. And then we'll move on to Instagram, my personal favorite visual storytelling platform. And the first thing you want to do, as with Facebook, is to perfect your profile. So on Instagram, here are 2 ways to do that. And you'll start seeing a trend here: profile picture, make sure that's up to date. And again, use a logo that represents your business, and be sure your profile information is up to date. And that includes bio and website. And there's a box there that you'll want to have checked as well. So let's pop out of here and go over to Instagram. So I'll go ahead and select up here and click profile, and then edit profile. And this is where you can change your profile photo and update your website, bio, all of this information. And also, I recommend clicking this box, include your account when recommending similar accounts people might want to follow, so your business shows up in other people's on their Instagram. Okay, so let's go over the different types of Instagram posts. We have photo and video, just like Facebook. Here's a simple photo with a caption. A carousel. Here's an example of a carousel post. This is my favorite type of Instagram post. I'll explain a little later, but it's just a series of images. And it's great for those lists or a roundup of things, ideas for outdoor fun this Omaha weekend. So I have an image from the Omaha Farmers Market, and then Omaha Playhouse and Bob. And then a third type of post is a layout post. Here's kind of a roundup of images for our Bob the Bridge account. Shout out to all my furry friends today. So it's just a nice way to include everything in one post. All right, media dimensions for visually appealing posts on Instagram. Profile picture size is that square 110 by 110. Post size 1080 by 1080 pixels. Just be sure to maintain an aspect ratio between 191 and 4:5. This may or may not mean anything to you. Just I would concentrate on the square images or a typical rectangle size, and that's really what you need to keep in mind. And the video size, 1080 by 1920. It's the horizontal. If you shot your video horizontally from your phone, that's the size it would be. And just a note that Instagram gives you 60 seconds. That's the maximum amount of time for a video on Instagram. Here are some tips for Instagram. Follow hashtags for a better curated feed. I assume you all know how to follow somebody, but did you know you can follow hashtags too? I'll go ahead and pop out after I cover these tips overall. Favor posting carousel posts. So that post I showed you that had the multiple images that you clicked through, this will give you, it will give your post more action over time. So once somebody views the photo one time and then goes to another post in their feed, another photo from your carousel post will be delivered at a later time. So it keeps that post active over time. And then update your website in your bio to reflect a current post. So you cannot include a link in your post on Instagram. However, you can say refer to, or link in our bio, refer to our bio for the link. That's where I keep a link for the current post. You saw, or you may have seen a visitomaha.com/events link. That is from a recent post about events happening either over the weekend or this coming week. And then as far as following hashtags, I'll kind of go back to this number one and pop out and show you. So I am going to just go back to the main, well, actually we can do it here. So Omaha weekend, that is our brand hashtag. I'll go ahead and click there. and you'll see that I'm already following it. What's another one I could show you? Maybe Omaha, let's see, Omaha photographer. Let's go there. And so you see the option for following that hashtag right here. And so what it'll do is add those images to your feed. So you only just see photos from the accounts that you follow, but you'll also see posts that have those hashtags. And so if you are a restaurant, follow Omaha, hashtag Omaha foodie, hashtag Omaha food, or hashtag the name of your business. All right, we'll head back to the presentation now and head to the professional social platform, LinkedIn. Now, I will be explaining this as far as your company page is concerned, not your personal page. Here are two ways to perfect your profile. And again, you're kind of seeing the same things. Update your header along with your page logo, name, and tagline. And there's also a button you can update and update your about section. And that includes overview and location. So I'll pop out and show you on LinkedIn. Now it's possible you may not have a page on LinkedIn. They make these things very easy to create. I wish I could cover everything, but 50 minutes, there's a lot to kind of squeeze in here. So I will go up to my personal, to my profile photo up here and go down to the company, visit Omaha. And if your business isn't on LinkedIn, I just want to say, get it on LinkedIn today, please. All right, so I can click this pencil here and it allows me to update my button name. And so you see you have those 5 options there: website, sign up, etc. I include our website, so there's the URL. And then there's the preview. So definitely take advantage of these buttons on these platforms. It's one of the first things that people see, when they visit your page. And then there's your logo information. Here's a tagline, just a concise sentence that describes your business. And then you'll see the spot, and I have to update this. A spot for your cover image, and they actually give you the dimensions right there. 1128 by 191 is ideal. However, if your photo is larger, they give you the option to reposition it. Okay. So on LinkedIn, the popular types of posts include photo and video. Let's see. Oops. I'll show you a video real quickly here. And you'll see this is the main thing on all the platforms, just a simple photo or video post. I believe I turned on sound for my screen sharing. I hope you can hear this. Even if you can't, you still get the idea. So this is a video that was part of our recent CWS campaign. LinkedIn loves videos that are actually uploaded on the site. So if you can, upload your video directly from LinkedIn. But this is just an example of how a video post looks. A link. Okay, and in some of these I pulled up to like, oh, that didn't turn out very well. It's kind of a nice reminder. This photo probably was way too small for this image because I do not like how large how large her face appears here, but you get the idea. Last week, the mayor named Deborah Ward as interim executive director of Visit Omaha. Is a big piece of news for us that we included on our page. So I just plugged in the City of Omaha's website, and this is just an example of a link post on LinkedIn. And also you have the option to share a post. This is a great way to further connect with partners or other businesses in your industry. The content is already there, you're just building on it. Swanson Russell, who's one of our ad agencies, won an Addy Award for their creation of Omar, which is a statue under Bob the Bridge. And so we just give him a shout out, and that was easy content for us. We just share it and build on it, and there you go. So here's some media dimensions for visually appealing posts. Company logo image, 300 by 300, cover image, post size, And those are the kind of the big three things. Then we'll move on to LinkedIn tips. All right, community hashtag. You'll want to plug in a few hashtags that you want to follow. I'll pop out and show you what I'm talking about after I cover these. This is a great place to find prospective employees. Take advantage of the messaging. Now, I do have a premium account, but I believe you get, it may be 5 messages annually, perhaps, for a free account. But even if you're not interested as far as hiring goes, if you see somebody you're interested in getting into contact with, send them a message and invite connections to like your business. That's just an added way to enrich your network community with people that you know, especially if they have a shared interest in it. So I'll show you that community hashtag real quick. Pop out and right down here, you'll see community hashtags. So you get 3. I use Omaha, Visit Omaha, and Omaha Weekend. And this is a great thing, or a great place to go to see what people are saying about those items. So I'll click there, and it'll just give me a roundup of where some of those have been used in other posts. So it's just a way to further curate what you're seeing on LinkedIn. All right. Oh, I did it again. Go all the way through. Okay, now we'll head on to Twitter, the microblogging platform. All right, 3 ways to perfect your profile. All right, profile photo, use your business logo. There's the cover photo option on Twitter. So again, use the space to give people a better sense of your business. Video is not currently available like it is on Facebook, so you'll want to use an image. And update your profile information, including your bio, location, and website. So I'll pop out and then go into Twitter and show you where you can perform these tasks. All right, so in the options over here, we'll click, I'm actually in Bob the Bridge, that's fine. We'll click profile, and then it's pretty simple. There's a button right here, edit profile, and from here you can edit your logo, your cover image, and then all this information. Again, if you do anything today, it should be update your profile info on any of the platforms where your business is active. All right, so popular types of posts, I should say tweets on Twitter are photo and video. You can select up to 4 photos for a tweet on Twitter. Here's an example. I used 3. This is outdoor fun for Omaha, for your Omaha weekend. So it's just a nice collection of images. And what's nice about these is that you can tag overall. You can't tag the businesses per image, but you can tag overall. Like I tagged Omaha Farmers Market, Omaha Community Playhouse, and Bob the Bridge. So it shows for the whole post. There is a link tweet. So you plug in, after you type your message, you plug in a link and it populates this area down here. You cannot update an image from this area though. You have to have this set in the background on the website or wherever it's coming from. You don't have control of what image shows up here directly, unfortunately. That can be frustrating sometimes if you're kind of shooting out the same link, but you want a different photo. And then there's the status with no media attached. Again, I recommend doing this just a little bit of the time, maybe 2% of the time, unless you're responding to a tweet. But when you're putting something out there, I recommend including a photo or video. Here's an example. Usually with any questions I want for engagement, I'll just include that without media. Where was the last place you ordered takeout in Omaha? And I don't have all of the comments here, but that elicited a pretty good response. Retweet with a comment. This is my favorite. So on Bob, we posted about Mary Beth celebrating her physical therapy goal after having knee surgery. And so Visit Omaha jumped on and said, hey, anyone else have an inspirational story, including Bob the Bridge? I love this type of post. It's my favorite. It's a great way to further connect with anybody who has visited your business and posted about it, or just to tack on your opinion about something that somebody has posted. Here are the media dimensions for visually appealing posts on Twitter. Profile photo, header photo, post size 440 by 220. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. And that's the 16:9 is a recommended aspect ratio. That's the size. If you turn your phone horizontally, that is the aspect ratio. I believe that is just, yeah, that you get. Twitter tips. Retweet with a comment, I already covered that. The content is already there, you're just building on it. Don't begin a tweet with @ unless you're tweeting to somebody. This is something I learned pretty early on. I just wanted to start my message with a business name. I can't even remember what it was, but for example, it was like, at Omaha Library has a great selection of audiobooks. Somebody tweeted me and they're like, hey, when you put @ it just goes directly to them. It doesn't post to your page. And so that was a good lesson. If you do want to start with a business name, I try to avoid it when possible, but you can put a period in front of that @ and that takes away that action. The tweet maximum is 280 characters. It moved from 140 quite some time ago. Photos don't count towards this character count, but links do. And then lists. This is a wonderful way to group like users on Twitter. I love using lists. It's an easy way to further curate content in your feed. And I will show you where the lists are located. You know what? I think I want to pop out of Bob the Bridge and go over to Visit Omaha because I have more. Okay. So this was a great place to, for example, keep all the teams that visited last year for the CWS. You can keep any customers, anybody who has had great comments about your business or any repeat customers, to keep up with them. I have our partners for our penny pack. So really, it's just, again, a great way to further curate what you see in a feed. So I will click over to one of these. So I'll just click CWS 2019. And it's just a collection of people that I followed just for that list. And so you'll see different baseball teams that I followed. And that's especially great if you have an event happening, you want to include all of the different people that are part of the event. So now we're exiting the overview of some of the different platforms and just going into some basic social media stuff. The anatomy of a post. So 5 things to include in a post, and our example is at the right. Copy, of course, what's your message? And be sure to include a call to action. So my message here is, hey, this lobster roll at Plank is awesome. And here is a link to more fresh seafood options in Omaha. So I have my message, I have my call to action. Media, include a photo and or a video. I included a photo I took of the lobster roll. A location. So you'll see right here is at Plank Seafood Provision. So you'll tag your location if it's from somewhere in particular. Relevant business tags. So you hit @ and then start typing in the business name in order to tag the relevant businesses. I included Plank and the Omaha Old Market. And lastly, some hashtags. Some people go crazy here. I don't, especially on Facebook. I'll include a few relevant hashtags. On Instagram, I would cap it at maybe 10. You may not even be in that space to, I don't know if that's, I do recommend including a few hashtags, but just don't include too many, please. But here I included Omaha Weekend and Foodie City. These are a couple of relevant tags for this post. So again, just to review, copy, media, tag your location, include the businesses that you're mentioning if you're including any. Of course, you know, we're the Visitors Bureau, so we're usually including a business or an attraction. And then include a hashtag. Okay, media that performs. Just remember, the visuals are as important as the message. Oftentimes for for my job, it's easy to come up with the copy, or it can be. I can come up with that quickly, but it's finding the perfect photo or video to accompany it that takes up the time. I could spend 20 minutes, I try not to, in this, how much juice, how much juice for the squeeze? But often to perfect something, it takes a little longer on the media that's accompanying the message. So finding media content for social. Now, there are a few options for this. You can create it. Chances are you have a smartphone. Take a photo, take a couple of photos, so you can use your own content here. That's great. You can leverage user-generated content, UGC. Now, if somebody has posted a wonderful photo of your business, ask to use that photo. Always ask to use it first. Do not use it without their permission, but just say, hey, I love this photo. May I use it to, in my business's marketing? And I would take a screenshot of their permission and then use that photo. Also, sharing. Oftentimes, if I'm stuck, or if I'm looking through the feeds and see something amazing, I'll go ahead and share that content. So those are 3 ways you can find media for social media. You want to focus on eye-catching media. People are scrolling, and so you want to stop them in their tracks. What makes them do that? Well, high contrast photo works. Right now, you do want to have maybe somebody in your photo, but I'm kind of straying from showcasing groups of people to showing just a person or 2. And this is interesting, the color blue. I listened to some webinar a while back, and they said they perform better than about 30 or perform 30% better than any other color as far as being in a photo. So the color blue is very attractive to people. Video content surpassing photo content. You've probably heard that video is becoming increasingly important. And this, I totally understand this can be a challenge for a small business, but that's just the fact of social right now, is video is becoming increasingly important, and viewers are being attracted to video content overall more than photo content. And in-house content for social, as far as video goes, isn't as hard as you may think. I know this is probably a little beyond the basics, but I just want to show you a video sample of a few clips I put together for a video for Visit Omaha. So I went to the Cathedral Flower Festival in January and just took a few hand shots throughout. So I was there for about an hour, took a few shots, and then I just used iMovie on my phone to string the shots together. This is, again, admittedly, this is a little more advanced, but down the road, when you're more active on social and you have a better grip on it, I think this is just a great way to get some video out onto your platform. Okay, let's stop that. Okay. And then here's a snack size of produced video. We also have video that our ad agency made for us. This is from So I just try to use video when possible. A lot of the platforms favor that in their algorithm as well. So 6 content ideas. You may be thinking, well, okay, I know the anatomy of a post, but what am I going to post about? Here are a few things to get you thinking about some great things that you could post for your business. A behind the scenes look at your business. If you are a candy shop, show people how you make one of your popular candies. If you have fudge, how do you make the fudge? People love to get a closer look, especially loyal customers. A behind the scenes look at your business. And you're probably thinking, okay, they're already a customer, but you know what? Word of mouth. They love your business, they'll tell other people about it too. Testimonials. If you find a snippet of somebody talking about your business online, write it down, copy it, share it. People love to hear what other people say about your business, not just you. video. We kind of went over putting a few clips together to create a video. One of the most powerful tools is in your back pocket, your purse, your smartphone. And again, it's hitting on the compilation videos. I feel like as I'm going through this, it may be a little more advanced in the basics here. So I'll still click over and show you this video. For what it's worth, maybe it'll inspire you in the future. So I went to the zoo and just, again, took a few shots. It's nothing complicated as far as shooting the video. I am planning it, but this is just an easy way to build up your video library. Again, if you're a restaurant, maybe take a few shots of a dish being made and then put it together. If you're a hotel, take photos of the lobby, or sorry, take video of the lobby, a few shots of some of the rooms, put it together. Hey, this is a look at our hotel. And then a list. People love listicles, 5 ways to enjoy chocolate, or our 5 best-selling dresses. People love to see lists. And so this is a post I put up a couple weeks ago. I had the day off, went out for a little bit of coffee, and I thought, oh my goodness, I can't be the only one that wants to find outdoor patios at coffee shops. So hey, local coffee shops with outdoor patios. And then I tagged everybody here. And then you'll see people are like, oh, I didn't know there were so many. Hey, let's go one morning, socially distanced coffee date, etc. People love to share these types of things because this is what you just want to tap into what people want to do. User-generated content. I mentioned if you see a photo from your business or somebody posted a photo, tagged you, ask if you can use that image. Okay, all right, and giveaways. Even a $10 gift card will get people talking. Say, hey, tag a friend who needs this dress in her life or whatever, and be entered to win a $20 gift card to our store. People love giveaways. People will tag. You can even get extra information like, hey, what's the next ice cream flavor we should create? Comment below for a chance to win a $20 gift card. Now, here are some questions to ask yourself. Okay, I'm going to kind of go through these pretty quickly. I know I'm getting close to time here. All right, questions to ask yourself before you post. Is this post useful? Is this post shareable? You want people to be inspired to share your post. Is this post attention grabbing? Again, people are scrolling. Will it grab somebody's attention in the feed? And does this post elicit emotion? Now, again, there's so much to social to fit it all in 50 minutes, but you want people to feel something from your post too. Does it elicit emotion? Understanding insights. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to finish all this. Okay, 3 measures to guide your content. You have engagement, which is the total number of actions taken on a post. This includes likes, comments, shares, and link clicks. Also impressions, the number of times your post has been displayed in a feed, as well as video views. And this can count for 3-second or 10-second. All right, this is towards the end here. 9 tips for social success. I'll kind of fly through these. Invest time now and you'll see a payoff later. Ask yourself, what is my goal? What is my strategy? Spend time on the platforms you are least familiar with. If you saw anything today and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to begin. Just spend time in the platform. I know time is a valuable resource right now, but spend 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, and get familiar with the platform. If you're afraid to jump in right away, just get familiar with it that way. Make each and every one of your posts count. Don't just put something out there to be putting something out there. And again, going back to those questions, how is this of value to a potential customer? Post consistently. It helps to have a schedule and stick to it. Dedicate an hour every Sunday to getting posts together for the week. That's just an example. Oftentimes it's easy to just kind of social is pushed to the side. I'm telling you, you have to be on social and you have to make room in your marketing for social media because nearly everybody is on social media. Continued. Engage, engage, engage. Don't just push out information. Engage with people. If somebody comments or likes on a post, further that connection, respond, say thank you, or comment on what they've said even further. Create connections, follow other pages, not, people in your industry, community partners, competitors. Connect with these people on social media. Let insights guide your content. See which posts performed well, which posts received the most comments, which posts were shared. Be flexible in these changing times. I can't stress it enough. Your content has to evolve with the times. It has to reflect where we are right now. And this has not been more important than with this pandemic starting in March. Okay. 8, monitor your social media. Don't just push something out there and say, okay, I'm done with social for the day. People are expecting immediate response. Respond to your questions, comments, your complaints too, in a timely manner. Get notifications on your phone so you can see these. I know you're busy. See if you can get notifications on your phone. And yes, respond to each and every question or comment. And then 9 is make people feel something. And I could talk maybe 20 minutes about making people feel something, but you want to elicit that emotion or elicit them, make them, you want to get people, I guess I can't even think how to say it. You want them to act. What do you want them to do? Get them to act or respond, or get them to respond in some way. And then, as I mentioned before, I have the social media image sizes. This is the website. It's on Sprout Social. So if you're curious about the right dimensions for a picture or video for a certain platform, this is the most up-to-date web page. And also just follow us on social media. We're Visit Omaha. I'm Erin O'Brien. I know I kind of flew through here. I got a little flustered at the end just to wrap everything up, but that's my email address. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Visit Omaha wants to be a resource. We want to help all of our local businesses. So please do not hesitate to connect with me on LinkedIn or to send me an email. I would love, love, love to hear from you.